Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now's live coverage of Snowflake Summit in Las Vegas, the world's largest data and AI conference. I'm now joined by Chadha, Global Head of Infrastructure Technology Partnerships at AWS, along with Colleen, Senior Vice President of Worldwide Partner and Alliances at Snowflake. Such a pleasure to have you both back on Data Cloud Now.
Thank you. It is so great to be here, back again a year later. Super excited about it.
You know, Mona, Summit is in full effect.
Yes,
the buzz, the energy is here. Let's start off with the topic that is top of mind for everyone present at Summit right now, Gen AI and LLMs. What are you hearing and why are you two so bullish on data collaboration? Mona, if you'd like to start.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I'll just say this. Every single conversation that we have had today with ISVs, global system integrators, even with ourselves, has been all about Gen AI. It's like the first thing that out of the gate. And I will say that, from an Amazon perspective, we've been embedding AI into like real life experiences, right? So, some examples are like Alexa, for example, has embedded AI into it. We also have the Amazon Go stores, right? The cashless registers, the no checkout line, you just go right through it. Right, so we've always sort of embedded, even the Amazon Prime Air drones also have embedded AI into it. So, we've always sort of looked at AI as something that should be powering our real life experiences. And now what we've done is, as we sort of talk more about Gen AI, we want to also embed that into our AWS services. And so as part of that, one of the things that AWS is doing is, kind of trying to democratize all of these like large language models that you see, right? So we have our own LLM with the Amazon Titan. We also have third-party LLMs such as, Anthropic. So these are startups, right, that have been, investing in this area for some time as well. So Anthropic is an example, as well as A121 Labs. And Stability AI. So now customers have a choice and they can run their LLMs in Amazon Bedrock. So that's kind of what we've done in order to, really help, like I said, democratize the use, right, of our models. Of our models as well as third-party models. I think the other key thing to sort of note is that you need to be able to run it on infrastructure in a cost-effective, secure way. So one of the other areas that we've been investing in are actually our GPUs, right, are our instance sizes. So those include Inferentia and Trainium. So, we kind of been making these investments so that, again, it's just easy for customers to run LLMs. And then, in terms of integration with Snowflake, you can run those with Snowflake external functions as well with Amazon Bedrock. So a lot of really cool things that are happening, and then just obviously all the cool stuff that's happening here on the floor, yeah.
Colleen, from Snowflake's perspective, would love to hear your thoughts.
I'll tell you what, being a partner data person, it's like the best place to be right now, because all the partnerships that Mona's talking about, many of them we're leaning into as well, obviously with NVIDIA and the GPUs in tandem with AWS, working with some of those large language model organizations. It's just, you're finding the power of us together as an ecosystem continues to rise, because this innovation is moving so fast. Like we haven't seen it move this fast. We move fast as an industry. So to say it's moving fast, that's meaningful. Look, we are all in on AWS. We're very much involved with Bedrock. The customers.
Spoiler alert! Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
Yeah, exactly.
We really.
Awesome.
The customers, if they look at large language models, but the data that is most important to them, typically is sitting in Snowflake, housed on Snowflake on AWS. So us coming together to make our joint customers more intelligent and more capable and using the capabilities of these trends, that's happening more now than ever before. So, and it's being partner people watching these relationships. It's no longer just Snowflake or just AWS. It's us together with the power of NVIDIA. It's
It's amazing.
It's fun times.
And what's great is that, we have all of these joint partnerships that are taking advantage of, all of our technologies as well as like LLM. And then, like I said, there's going to be more to come on the integration with Snowflake and Amazon Bedrock that we're super excited about.
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing how that plays out over the coming months to years. Some exciting news. Snowflake and AWS recently announced a multi-year partnership expansion. What's top of mind for both of you as you look to tackle the second half of 2023? Colleen, would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, we've had some announcements this week, which is pretty exciting. Snowpark containers. And that's just an easy way for applications to, from an architecture standpoint, to move into Snowflake from a secure standpoint on AWS. Yeah. It's another like 1 + 1 + 1 = 5 example. That's something we're super excited about. It's in private preview. We've actually just announced that. Yep. That's also capable to do that on NVIDIA GPUs together. So I think we're going to see a lot of more ISVs coming to us together to see how can we work within Snowflake on AWS and see that grow tremendously.
Yeah. And I think it's exciting, yeah.
Mona, from your perspective, what's top of mind as you look to tackle the tail end of 2023?
Yeah, we talked about Gen AI, and there's a lot of stuff that we're doing there, but even beyond Gen AI, we're actually doing a lot even in the ML space. So one of the things that we've been working on is an integration that we already have with Amazon SageMaker Wrangler, Data Wrangler, with Snowflake. Wow. So, it's a direct connection with Snowflake, and we actually have customers, for example, Domino's Pizza Enterprise, which is one of the largest franchisees outside of the United States, right? And so they're using Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler as a direct connection into Snowflake, and what they're doing is they're actually aggregating the data and preparing the data, leveraging Amazon SageMaker Studio. And so what that does, it allows them to, again, aggregate the data that's coming from Snowflake, and then gain more business insights. And so that has just been so great to see customers that are leveraging that. So that's just one example. Another example is what we're doing further in industries, where we actually launched there was an announcement with the industry data fabric. What that's doing is it's helping like IoT type of environments, so like manufacturing customers that actually have IoT solutions, so you can get your data from your IoT devices and then aggregate all of that information. And that helps with inventory optimization, asset management. So we're really creating these real life, solutions for customers across different industries. And you're going to start to see that more. I think last year, right, we talked about all the, industry stuff that we're doing, and it's coming into fruition. It's amazing.
The difference 12 months makes.
I mean, huge. I think we now have 7 different industry data clouds across Snowflake.
Oh, yeah.
We've launched all of those with AWS. You guys have been a partner for every single one of them. That is absolutely huge. Most recently, this month, the public sector industry data cloud. That's a huge opportunity for us, Ryan, that we need to go after as a joint organization. It's all about security, especially with data when you're working with government entities and organizations. So you're talking about the breadth and reach and elasticity of AWS with the security and governance of Snowflake. It's a great combination.
And then the other thing that we're also doing is that as we look at all these different industries, we're also expanding into different regions, right? Like in EMEA and APAC, we talked about how we're expanding into different industries like retail, manufacturing, healthcare, life sciences. So you're just going to see more to come with our partnerships. It's a pretty amazing ride, I'll tell you.
I love it. I can feel the energy coming off of you two very much. Snowflake plus AWS, the power of that partnership. We're coming to the tail end of the segment, but any other final remarks you'd like to deliver to the audience watching? Colleen, let's start with you.
I think what we value about our relationship with AWS, which we've certainly been on a journey together, is your ability to put customers first. You don't just talk that value, you walk that value, and we appreciate that. And your ability to be a platform and embrace the whole technical ecosystem and leverage these ISVs together. When we look at the native framework and platform for ISVs we just launched recently, bringing those into Snowflake on AWS, that's just a winning combo. So I think we really appreciate that. That's what makes AWS and Snowflake's relationship special.
Exactly, and as an example of that native framework is Goldman Sachs, right? Where they actually launched their Legend solution, right? It's for client access management so their Legend solution, that's a native application with Snowflake, and it runs on AWS. So just a pure example of what that is.
Just numerous examples.
Numerous examples.
Always a pleasure. Sorry, Mona, if you have any final remarks.
I was just going to say, there's that, and then plus, I definitely, before we, end, I just want to also say that there's just this massive opportunity that we're also seeing with GSIs in this space as well. And so, again, as you start to see us developing more solutions together, we'll start to, it's like 1 + 1 = 5. Well, now it's like 1 plus 1, an additional 1 with the GSIs.
Carry the 4.
It's now 10. It's like 10x the solution.
We don't give partner people math awards.
They definitely don't give us math awards.
Clearly we don't do it quite right, but we do it in our special way.
We do.
Always a pleasure sitting down with Snowflake and AWS. Thank you so much for joining me on
Colleen.
Data Cloud
It's
Now.
always a great.
Thank you, Mona. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. We'll see you soon.